Welcome to Seasoned, my name is Jason, and to pass the time until my next review, I wanted to talk about web series and the future of TV on the internet in a sort of podcasty discussion video with some nice footage of a walk I had the other day. Many articles will glorify web series as the next big movement in media, but I'm not so convinced. As TV moves to the internet, will web series rise in popularity? Let's look at the competition then, shall we? Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. First off, let's define a web series as an indie project not made in-house by a massive company like those I mentioned before. Nobody calls Daredevil a web series, at least not to my knowledge. You're also competing with YouTube, i.e. all of YouTube. It's really hard to get noticed among everything unless you go viral, but that isn't a guarantee. Also, the money up front is a lot to spend. Do you crowdfund it? Fund it yourself? These aren't bankable shows people are jumping to fund. Like most original content made by new players, you have to put in the work for nothing, hoping it'll pay off 1 or 2, 3 years down the line. That's only doable as a hobby. Also, YouTube doesn't support short-form, high-quality content unless it's built in-house with PewDiePie to push YouTube Red, that new subscription service for YouTube. They go off watch time, so it's long Let's Play videos that make the most money. YouTube Red could have been this new service to help push through new original shows, but it's more likely a strategy to get people to stop using adblock and to push the biggest YouTubers even further into the limelight and push anyone not yet bankable, i.e. most people, out. Nothing new there, merely a reminder of how out of touch YouTube is with its former ideologies. Then you can do it the conman way, the web series conman. If you know a shit ton of celebrities and have the nostalgia of one extremely popular cult sci-fi show behind you so you can get the crowdfundedness and then put the content behind a paywall, that is just too high. Nothing against that series, but their business plan isn't as consumer friendly as they like to think. Web series aren't going to have a boom unless there's room for them to. And I don't think there is. Specifically, mostly because their last competitor I'm going to mention is every other fucking show out there. There's already too many to keep track of, so getting people to follow a new web series, not just for the consumer but for the press too, is hard, and the press will for their own sake only follow what's already popular. The Guild was a success because it was one of the first and tapped into the then gigantic World of Warcraft fanbase. VGHS was born out of the popularity of one of the YouTube's biggest channels, Freddy W, and tapping into YouTube's biggest demographic, gamers, with big sponsorships on the side as well. You want a web series to be successful nowadays? It needs to be, first off, really good. Second, have an extremely wide demographic to tap into. Needs crowdfunding and some sort of promotional viral boost, whether it be from one of the big YouTubers or elsewhere. i.e. it's really fucking hard. It seems Vimeo? How do you say that? I don't know. Wants to be that site that promotes high quality content over YouTube's quantity, and I think it totally can be given time. But it's got an uphill battle and needs to find a chargeable formula that isn't too expensive to the consumer. That'll then give them money to fund more projects and then builds them a reputation of being the guys making high quality content made by the people. With any luck, there will be a bubble burst with an oversaturation of TV shows that don't make bank because they're too cheap to access, and that then makes them stop being made, leaving a big gap in the market for the smaller guys. That probably won't happen though. What do I think? Becoming something in this industry is as hard and competitive as ever. Same for all entertainment industry-ness anyway. But if you're going to try, know that this is what you're signing up to. Know that starting up is extremely difficult with very little gratification in the short term. Perhaps do it either for your portfolio, for practice, or for fun. Those are the best ways to be motivated by it to do that. Money is the last and most unlikely thing to be earned out of this pursuit. When people say that TV is moving to the internet, they mean the big guns, the Netflixes, all the big TV shows. They don't mean the indie projects by the Felicia Days of today. to anyone trying to make this happen, holy shit, good luck. You'll bloody need it. But as for me, I do want to review more web series in the future, but we'll see. There's not that many out there for it to be a giant pursuit of mine. And there's other TV shows, as I said before, there's an oversaturation of them. So keeping up to date with those is hard enough as it is. So we will see. But web series, that's what I think about them. I think there'll be some more in the future. I really do. I think it needs time to grow. I know web series have been around for ages, but we are not at the point where they are a common thing. So yeah, that's my rant on web series. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you thought it was pretty good. If you agree with me or want to discuss it, I'll reply to you in the comments. We'll have a bit of discussion. That'll be nice. Also, check out Jacoo. He's the guy whose music I use for the intro of every single video, every single review, and also the track that you're hearing right now. He's great. Go check him out. His links are in the description. But for now, thank you for listening. Subscribe for more in the future, and I'll see you later.